Hello, नमस्कार दोस्तों. A very warm welcome to all our avid investors. आज ग्रीन पोर्टफोलियो लाया आप लोगों के लिए एक बहुत ही खास पेशकश, उनकी एकदम नई सीरीज ग्रीन शार्क्स. In this series, we'll discuss all our multi-bagger stocks and our investment rationale that went behind it, why we bought the stock and what happened with the company. So आइए शुरू करते हैं. In the very first episode of the series, we bring to you the stock Balaji Amines. ये स्टॉक कमोडिटी केमिकल्स के सेक्टर में काम करता है. इस कंपनी का इंसेप्शन 1988 में हुआ था एंड करंटली इट इज़ वन ऑफ द लीडिंग मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ऑफ एलिफैटिक अमाइंस इन इंडिया. मार्केट कैप 2018 में इस कंपनी का था 1400 करोड़ एंड विद इन अ स्पैन ऑफ 3 years company has grown exponentially and currently the company has a market cap of around 11,000 crores. जी हाँ दोस्तों, 3 साल में 1400 करोड़ से लेकर 11,000 करोड़. और आइए इसी एपिसोड में हम जानेंगे कि ऐसे कंपनी ने क्या किया था जो उसकी इतनी तेज़ी से ग्रोथ हुई है. जैसा कि हमने पहले कहा कि बालाजी अमाइंस एलिफैटिक अमाइंस के सेक्टर में काम करती है. आखिर एलिफैटिक अमाइंस है क्या? एलिफैटिक अमाइंस आर डेरिवेटिव्स ऑफ अमोनिया. इन एलिफैटिक अमाइंस का काफ़ी डाइवर्स यूज़ है. दे कैन बी यूज एज सॉल्वेंट्स, रबर एक्सीलेटर्स, कैटलिस्ट, synthetic cutting fluids, corrosion inhibitors and flotation agents. In India, when the company was set up in 1988, it was set up to cater to the growing demands of value-based specialty chemicals. Balaji Amines commenced manufacture of methylamines in 1989. Methylamines agriculture chemicals, paint industries इन सब में इस्तेमाल होते हैं. And subsequently, the company added facilities for manufacture of ethylamines. इथाइलामाइंस का इस्तेमाल होता है रिफाइनिंग पेट्रोलियम सेक्टर में एंड ऑल्सो एज स्टेबलाइजर इन रबर्स एंड डिटर्जेंट्स. इट इज़ ऑल्सो यूज्ड फॉर ऑर्गेनिक सिंथेसिस. Currently, Balaji Amines is the world's largest producer of dimethyl amine hydrochloride. आसान भाषा में बोले तो DMAHCl. It is used as an intermediate in the manufacturing of pharmaceuticals. And the company has expertise to cater to the value-based specialty chemicals. As the company is involved in manufacturing of such diverse chemicals, it is only natural for the company to have a diverse client set. About 60 to 70% of Balaji's top line goes to pharma and pesticide sector, while the rest is split amongst a number of other end users like oil refineries, water chemical, rubber chemicals, etc. Balaji has a strong presence in the domestic market with major clients from pharma sector including the likes of Aurobindo, Dr. Reddy's, Glaxo, Ranbaxy, Sun Pharma, etc. Other clients include rubber chemical companies in Kerala, Gujarat and North India and water companies like Ion Exchange and Thermax, refineries like Indian Oil Corporation Limited, HPCL, etc. Lastly, pesticides companies like Rallis, Megmania and Gerdia chemicals are also part of its client list. A diverse client base along with product acceptance from industry leaders augurs well for BAL. Back in 2018, BAL had an installed capacity of 1,90,900 metric ton and a planned capacity of 44,700 metric ton. All of this are few of the many reasons that help lay down the path of such an exponential growth for the company. To understand more about the company, it becomes empirical to understand about the diverse portfolio of the company. जैसे हमने पहले बात करी methylamines के बारे में, which forms about 25% of the company's entire product portfolio. Which brings us to the next product, which forms about 21% of the entire portfolio, that is DMAHCl, dimethylamine hydrochloride. This product is used as a building block in pharmaceuticals for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, stomach ulcers, as well as other disorders. Other field of applications are in agrochemical synthesis and formulation of solder fluxes. The next product, which forms about 17% of the entire portfolio, are NEP, NMP and GBL. They are used in carpets and in consumer products such as cleaning agents and cosmetics. Dimethylformamide, which forms about 15% of the portfolio commonly known as DMF, is used in production of acrylic fibers, plastics, pesticides and synthetic leather. It is also used in manufacture of paint, film and adhesive. All of these key products help make Balaji Amines Limited as the only producer in India for such a wide range of products as well as the largest producer in India for so many different products. All of these products help place Balaji as a leader in the chemical sector. As we look into the performance of Balaji Amines, it becomes very important to also understand the performance of one of its biggest competitors, Alkyl Amine Chemical Limited. Indian aliphatic amines market is substantially consolidated with two companies including Balaji accounting for nearly 95% of the total market share. In the Indian chemical space, Balaji had a very aggressive growth plans for the future. It focused on a sustainable growth as it began to increase capacity across different products. Even back then in 2018, Balaji had lower valuation as compared to its peer Alkyl. We were of the opinion that Balaji will have a more substantial and a faster growth as it was fairly undervalued as compared to its peer Alkyl. जैसे कि हमने पहले कहा था कि our biggest reason to invest in Balaji was its expansionary plans, its projects that it was coming up with. तो आइए जानते हैं ऐसे क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स थे बालाजी के जिसकी वजह से हमने इसमें इन्वेस्ट किया और जिसकी वजह से हमें इतना भरोसा था कि कंपनी फ्यूचर में ग्रो करेगी ही करेगी. वन ऑफ इट्स प्रोजेक्ट्स वाज द ग्रीनफील्ड मेगा प्रोजेक्ट. इस प्रोजेक्ट में एक 90 एकड़ लैंड पे कंपनी एक नया प्लांट लगाने का प्लान कर रही थी जिसकी इन्वायरमेंटल क्लियरेंस Q2 इन फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2020 में मिलनी थी. इसमें टोटल कैपेक्स था अबाउट 240 करोड़ रुपीस जिसमें से 120 करोड़ लोन्स के थ्रू आना था और बाकी इंटरनल एक्रूवल्स. 2018 में बालाजी की एक दिन में एथाइल अमाइन बनाने की कैपेसिटी थी 20 टन्स पर डे और इस प्लांट के बाद उसकी कैपेसिटी बढ़ के हो जाती 70 टन्स पर डे जिसमें ये या तो बनाते आईपीए जिसको बोलते हैं आइसोप्रोपाइल अल्कोहल या तो एमआईपीए जिसको बोलते हैं मोनो आइसोप्रोपाइल अमाइन. आईपीए को आम भाषा में आप लोग जानते होंगे रबिंग अल्कोहल के नाम से. 2018 में इंडिया में आईपीए का 1,50,000 टन पर एनम का रिक्वायरमेंट था जिसमें से 80,000 टन सिर्फ एक सिंगल प्रोड्यूसर मीट करता था और बाकी का इंपोर्ट होता था. और कोविड के बाद इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट और भी तेज़ी से बढ़ गई और 2018 में कंपनी इसका प्लांट लगाने का सोच रही थी जिसमें वो बनाती इनिशियली 20,000 टन ऑफ आईपीए. जब हम कहते हैं कि वो बनाने का सोच रही थी वो ऐसा था क्योंकि उनके पास एक दूसरा प्रोडक्ट भी था एमआईपीए जिसकी इंडिया में रिक्वायरमेंट थी केवल 8,000 टन पर एनम. बट अगर कंपनी बनाती एमआईपीए तो उनके पास कैपेसिटी होती 20,000 टन पर एनम की. इसकी वजह से इसका एमआईपी का एक बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपोर्ट पोटेंशियल दिखाई दे रहा था कंपनी को. और तो और कंपनी व्हेन इट वाज प्लानिंग टू मैन्युफैक्चर एमआईपीए और आईपीए it was going to use different technology where the company would have had price advantage. Moreover, the location of the plant is such that it is equidistant to market in Western India and Southern India. ये सब था first phase of the Green Mega project. In second phase, the company was planning to manufacture many other value-added products. ऐसे ही बालाजी अमाइंस का दूसरा प्रोजेक्ट था BSCPL बालाजी स्पेशलिटी केमिकल्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. ये एक सब्सिडरी कंपनी थी बालाजी अमाइंस की जिसमें बालाजी का 55% शेयर कैपिटल था. ये 2010 में इनकॉर्पोरेट हुई थी जिसकी वजह से बालाजी अमाइंस को स्पेशलिटी केमिकल्स वाले सेक्टर में घुसने का मौका मिला था. The plant of Balaji Specialty Chemicals had a total capacity to produce 45,000 metric tons per annum. Out of this, it could manufacture 37,000 metric ton of EDA and about 4,000 metric ton of PIP. The company, via its subsidiary Balaji Specialty Chemicals, were getting more inclined towards agriculture sector, which bodes well for the agrochemicals industry. It was likely to enable BSCPL to gradually increase capacity utilization levels as well. Also, the company was witnessing demand from China for its products like EDA and piperazines, which were likely to bode well for the future. By financial year 2020, the company Balaji received environmental clearance for its 90-acre Unit 4 Greenfield project and also received consent to commence operations from the Maharashtra Pollution Control Board. Post the commencement of phase 1 of the Greenfield project, the company would have the largest installed capacity of ethylamines in India at about 22,500 metric tons per annum. Not only this, but the company is the first and the only company in the world in amines industry that has used indigenous technology to manufacture amines. All other companies have either used US or German technology, and therefore Balaji has invested heavily under R&D, and all of Balaji's products have a high entry barrier. In about 60% of its product, Balaji is the only manufacturers. These products include NMP, DMAC, DMU, DMF, etc. And because the company is investing such highly in its R&D, it is highly price competitive, which has led to high revenue inflow for the company. Not only this, the company was also the world's largest producer of DMAHCl and was commanding near majority in the global market. The company was rapidly expanding its product portfolio as it was targeting both domestic and international market. To get a better understanding of the company, let's look at the financial status of the company. If you look at the top line of the company, that is the total revenue, it has been growing constantly over the period of 10 years at the compounded annual growth rate of around 15% from 2009 to 18. And even after 2018, the top line has grown constantly as the increase has been contributed 19% by volume and 9% by pricing growth. Further, profit before tax of the company has also been continuously marching upward. This was due to strong demand from the domestic, particularly from pharmaceutical sector, that drove higher volumes. Net profit of the company has grown 28% on year basis owing to better price realization and cost realization strategy of the company. So the company has also improved net margin substantially by 85% from net margin in 2016 to the latest year's net margin. That was 2018 when we first decided to invest in the company. Not only this, but the company has also been able to maintain a healthy average return on equity of around 21% and an average return on capital employed of around 23%, demonstrating the strong economic moat of the company in the space of aliphatic amines. This enabled the company to leverage its position to generate better return for all its stakeholders. In 2018, Balaji Amines also invested rupees 66 crores to subscribe 2.2 crore shares in the subsidiary Balaji Specialty Chemicals. And even though the company was making such huge investments and taking up loan to further finance the investment, there was a small fluctuation in its DE ratio. But post that, the company has been heavily inclined towards reducing its debt level and is currently maintaining a DE ratio of about 0%. Not only has the company been repaying its debt levels, but the company is also repaying its shareholders who have shown immense faith in the company. As in financial year 21, the company declared a dividend of about 200% on face value of rupees 2, amounting to a dividend of rupees 4 per share. This has led to shareholders showing even more faith in the company, its management, as well as its operations. And it has been because of this growing faith by the shareholder, you would see that in the shareholding pattern, the promoter shareholding has remained constant at about 54%, a testament of the shareholders' faith in the company's management. Not only that, but the foreign institutions have gradually increased their investment in the company as it has increased from 1% in financial year 19 to about 4% in financial year 2022. When we look at different segments of Balaji Amines, it essentially applies in three key segments. First being the amines division, which is its key area of operation and has attracted 85,000 lakh of revenue in financial year 2019, which has grown to about 1.4 lakhs by financial year 21. Secondly, Balaji Amines wanted to diversify into hotel division, and the company had started a 5-star hotel in Solapur in October 2013 with an investment of rupees 110 crores. It is a 129 room facilities and it tied up with Sarovar Group for the management of the hotel. The city of Solapur is located as a major road between Mumbai and Hyderabad and also serves as a pilgrimage destination. Not only that, the company was also expecting a high influx of corporate tourists because of presence of so many companies in Solapur. But because of COVID-19, the hotel division was completely shut. But even then, the company was able to generate a revenue of 720 lakhs in financial year 21. The third division of the company being the CFL Lamb division, it has been the least profitable business for the company in terms of revenue and also has been a loss-making business. But this division helps the company to write off losses in terms of tax breaks. Such a high growth rate in the key operation area of the business, that was the amine division, shows the dedication of the company's management towards focusing on its key division, that is the manufacturing of amines. Towards the end of the video, let's try and summarize the key reasons as to why we invested in this company. Back in 2018, when we decided to invest in this company, the entire Indian chemical sector was highly dependent on imports from China. Moreover, company India में produce तो कर रही थी, but because of dumping by Chinese companies in India, the prices weren't competitive. But then Balaji applied with the Indian government for anti-dumping policy on key chemicals. The government of India took that into consideration, and as Balaji invested heavily in increasing its capacity, the prices became competitive not only in the domestic market but also for export purposes. And thus, Balaji was one of the first companies in the chemical segment in India which was able to capitalize on Make in India as well as China Plus One. Furthermore, Balaji Amines had no presence in international market as it has export to 0 countries, but currently it has presence in more than 50 countries worldwide. एंड चाइना, जिससे पहले हमारी कंट्री इंपोर्ट करी थी केमिकल्स, आज की डेट में बालाजी उसी चाइना को केमिकल्स एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है. अनदर रीजन फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट वॉज द ह्यूज क्लाइंट पूल. जैसे कि हमने शुरू में देखा था बालाजी हैज़ अ वेरी डाइवर्स क्लाइंट पूल, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि जस्ट बिकॉज एक इंडस्ट्री कभी थोड़े डाउन टर्न में होती है, तो उसकी वजह से बालाजी के रेवेन्यू मॉडल पे इफेक्ट नहीं आता है, as it has demand from industries all over the Indian economy. Moreover, not only Balaji is serving a huge client pool, but also the product that it is manufacturing and supplying in the industries, it has a very large market share across all these products. जैसे कि हमने पहले देखा था, कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स में तो इंडिया के ओनली मैन्युफैक्चरर है और कुछ प्रोडक्ट में इंडिया के बिगेस्ट मैन्युफैक्चरर है. एंड सिर्फ इंडिया नहीं, ग्लोबली भी DMACL का ये सबसे बड़ा मैन्युफैक्चरर है. एंड सिंस द कंपनी हैज सच अ ह्यूज मार्केट शेयर, इसके पास एक प्राइस एडवांटेज भी होता है, जिसकी वजह से द कंपनी का रेवेन्यू ईयर ऑन ईयर ग्रो कर रहा है एट एन एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट ऑफ 15%. और यही कुछ रीजंस थे जिसकी वजह से हम बालाजी को लेकर इतने बुलिश थे, एंड दीज वर द रीजंस ड्यू टू विच वी इन्वेस्टेड इन द कंपनी. Over the years, the company has systematically made investments in more specialized products and capitalized on technology innovation to drive growth, organic growth that too. एंड आज की डेट में ESG फैक्टर्स बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं कुछ इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए, एंड द कंपनी डज रियलाइज दैट. द कंपनी रियलाइजेज दैट द केमिकल वेस्ट प्रोड्यूस्ड ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस कैन बी हजार्डियस and harmful to the nature, and therefore the company realizes its role to protect the environment against such damages. And as a measure, the company has taken water treatment approach to turn all their facilities into zero liquid discharge facility to protect environmental damage. So आज के एपिसोड में बस इतना ही था. We hope you liked our coverage of Balaji Amines over the years, a stock which we entered back in 2018, and we have already exited the stock in 2021. ऐसे ही अपनी ग्रीन शार्क सी सीरीज़ में हम आगे और भी स्टॉक्स लेकर आएंगे आपके लिए. हमारे साथ बने रहेगा. सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम. थैंक यू.